What's going on, guys? We're back. We got a video from Resonance. We love these guys. They do the cool dubbing. And it looks like it's from the Loot Brigade. I've worked with Loot Brigade on the front before. And these guys are really cool. They're like from my understanding, they're like a police brigade. Like they were police and then they became a military brigade when the full scale started, maybe. But it says Crossfire at the Island, Touretsk CQB. So this is going to be badass. You already know. A couple of things. Discord. We have our Discord where we keep all of our uncensored, unedited footage. That's an archive of all of the crazy footage people find on the internet. And our mods put it into an archive there in Discord for our members. So it's really, really disgusting, actually, to be honest. I don't even watch most of it because it's pretty gnarly. But a lot of people seem to like it and they find it educational. So if you're interested in that, the link to the Discord will be in the description below. We also have a whole bunch of different channels in there. Gaming channels, movie channels, discussions about war. We have recruitment channels, foreign fighter discussions, all kinds of shit. So go check it out. Also, the application to Azov's International Battalion, the battalion that I'm in here in Ukraine, in Azov, that application will be down below as well. Hey, a couple of things. I saw that Zelensky and Trump agreed to like a $90 billion aid package to Ukraine. That's fucking huge, dude. I don't know when we will see that here in Ukraine. And I hope it's tracked, right? I hope all of these supplies and funds are tracked so it doesn't go to the wrong people or the wrong places or disappear. But that's a really, really big step. And the fact that Trump is now tweeting that, or Xing, that he thinks Ukraine can win and restore the country back to its original pre-invasion borders. Oh boy, it gets me excited. It's I take it with a grain of salt. Trump isn't here. He hasn't been here. He doesn't know what it looks like out there. It would take a long time, in my opinion, to get back to that. To get back to pre-war borders. But who knows? With some of these things that are coming in the aid package, maybe. Who knows? Let's check this out.
They started running across one by one. I saw them through the window. To the right of the entrance. Throw a grenade there. There's a scum. Take that. Borok, they dug a tunnel overnight. We had a battle in the basement. We took one prisoner. Our group here, and the enemy group, is sitting behind the wall. We understand clearly that only one wall separates us. In this episode, fighters from the Safari Assault Regiment provide detailed commentary on unique footage of the battle for a position called the Island, in the high-rise buildings in the center of Touretsk. It was 35 days of fierce close-quarter street fighting. We were facing the enemy's 132nd Motorized Rifle Brigade, a regular infantry brigade of the Russian Federation. Well, it's a mixed contingent there, with experienced fighters. And the members of separatist formations. Their tactic is as follows. A group goes, and there is one senior member in the group who has been in combat many times, who knows the area well, understands where he is and what their task is, and he is assigned cannon fodder. New recruits who perform the task of the masses. Just go, shoot, hold position, wait. They call this building up positions. That is, the first ones just hold their ground and wait for others to join them. And then, from this position, when they have built up their...
So I've seen this footage right here, so maybe this is like a more in-depth breakdown of the actual fight, but I remember this.
Numbers, they move on, further and further, until they are destroyed. It was, so to speak, the apogee of the battle for the city itself. These battles were closer to the central part of the city. The island position was in one of the buildings. It was a two-story building with 3 entrances. We would first drive up to a certain point in an armored vehicle, and then move there on foot. Accordingly, the neighboring position would come to theirs. The weather was favorable for this. There was fog, a minimal number of drones. FPVs could not fly. Reconnaissance was very difficult for the enemy, but also for us, in fact. It was the end of January 2025, and on the first days of February, real hell began in these positions. Let's go. Move, guys. We're not giving up the first floor. Do not let them onto the first floor. What's visible, Maxim? Kent, this is Gris. They're storming us. We're working. Quiet. Svorog, we need help.
Shit.
We couldn't keep 100% watch on the approach. Under cover of fire, the enemy led an assault group into the building. That is, there was literally a 50-meter space to run across, and they were able to run across it and get into the building. We are sitting there, our group, and the enemy group is sitting behind the wall. We understand clearly that only one wall separates us. Kent, I'm Grizz. We're under attack. Enemy is at 9, in the building, on the first floor. We need help from FPV drones immediately. Copy that, over. While our drones were taking off and flying to us, and the operators were figuring out which window to fly into, we needed to buy some time. And in order to mislead the enemy, I decided to tell them that we were on their side. I started telling them that we were, well, I just randomly said that we were the 101st Regiment, a recon. Guys, this is the 101st Regiment. We are recon. We Russians. Guys, it's ours. Don't shoot. It's the 101st Regiment. Guys, what's your unit? They're from the 101st. It's 101st. Damn it. You're from the 101st? Yes. You're from 101st Regiment? Yes. We're 132nd Brigade. Well, they believed us and started talking to us, saying which unit they were from. Guys, we're friends. Everything's fine. And then they started asking for my call sign. I could hear them checking with their command on the radio if there was such a unit and a call sign. They checked. And apparently the commander told them that there might be such a unit. But what's the call sign? While they were figuring it out, they stopped and didn't move forward. Apparently they got stuck, started figuring things out, and began to hope that there would be no need to storm anything, that we were on their side. And just then, our drones flew in. Well, then we revealed all our cards. Who's your commander? Quiet. Everyone quiet. Our FPV drones are about to strike them. They can't leave the apartment. Shoot them periodically. Good. Good, good.
Nice.
Control the sector. Control the exit. They're locked in. We divided up all the sectors. We understood that we controlled most of the first floor and had a stable connection with our headquarters. Guys, they're not going anywhere. They're in one room. We'll hold them back. It's okay.
Yeah, dude, the clips that I've seen of this footage before, none of this was in it. This is really interesting.
Okay. Yeah, we can do this. We can do anything. Predators. Behind us, they are controlling our entrance. Everything is fine. We're gonna keep them out. You hear me, brothers? Yeah. Everybody cool? Yes, it is clear that the enemy also used FPV drones and artillery. The FPVs flew right over our heads, into the windows. It was tough there. Well, it's just that kind of building. There are no blind spots where you can hide and not be found. The roof was already full of holes. The windows above you, the windows of the apartments themselves were large, and FPVs could fly in there easily. Grizz, are you okay? Yes. Swarog, I'm Grizz. We're attacked by enemy FPV drones. We need to strike back with maximum power. About 15 to 16 enemy FPV drones struck us during this assault. Maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we fought this battle. After that, 2 enemy 300 rolled back and 1 remained. But we didn't know that. We found their backpack near the window on the first floor. In it, we found a power bank with the enemy's call sign written on it. At some point, let's say, one of our group showed some initiative. He came up and said, "Listen, guys, I know he's here. Wait, I'll show you." And he shouts out enemy call sign. "Are you there?" And this enemy shouts back, "Yes, I'm here." Well, that was it. We realized he was right in front of us. He was hiding under a slab from the balcony. It turned out that the balcony had fallen to the first floor during the battle, so the slab had shifted down, and he crawled under it and was lying there. "Come here or you're finished. Take off your ammunition. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm digging it off. No sudden movements. I'm watching you. I won't do anything. Nothing. I guarantee you 100%. Are you Russian? What is your nationality? Who are you? I'm taking it off. It's hard to breathe. Take it off. Take it off. Do you have..." There are stories circulating on the front lines that Russians are crawling through pipes, digging tunnels somewhere, and suddenly appearing out of nowhere. We had the same situation there. Everyone was at their post. All sectors were under control. It was work as usual. And then our soldier, who was sitting downstairs with a prisoner, ran up and said that there was some movement in the basement, that someone had crawled in. We left one soldier to stand guard upstairs and went downstairs. Shiva noticed light where part of the basement had been destroyed, and Versh threw 2 grenades in there. I threw the first grenade. Quiet. Second grenade. Quiet. We shouted, "Surrender." The enemy shouted back, I'm coming, don't shoot." Normal. Come here, I won't shoot. Step forward. Come out, step forward. Come out here, come out. Please don't shoot. We won't shoot. Come out here. Come to us, come quick. Come out. How many of you were in there? Halt, to the left. I'm the only one left. Where are the others? Where is the second? He ran away. Where did he go? Hole through which you got into the basement? Yes, it's on top. I got it. Go on. Just make it quick. Forog, they dug a tunnel overnight. We had a battle in the basement. We took 1 prisoner. Another crawled away somewhere. They crawl out of every crack like cockroaches, damn it. One enemy, as we'd learned from his call sign, was experienced and had been fighting here for a long time. He escaped. The other didn't manage to crawl through the tunnel they had dug. We surrounded him and gave him a choice. Either we throw a grenade in there, or you surrender. Well, he made the right choice and came out to us. We searched him and took him to the first prisoner. Did you hear us all the time? How we walk around, how we talk? We heard only voices. There was only one day when it snowed during the day. It was a white day, and heavy snowfall began early in the morning, and our operational headquarters detected enemy movement. We knew that they were moving, but then heavy snow began to fall and the drones stopped flying. And then it was all up to us to control the situation. At some point, the enemy began to storm our positions on 12, or to put it simply, they began to shoot at us and attack us head on. Grenade. Hold the defense. Hold the line. Don't let anyone through. Shoot there a little bit. Shoot. Bastards, get out of here. Did you hear? Get the hell out of here. They are silent. Cowards. They are there?
I hear the radio.
Where's the radio? On 12? Why are you silent, coward? Get the hell out of here.
There are 3 enemies near you.
3 at the wall?
Yes, by the wall.
The enemy attacked us for an hour, then realized that nothing was working. They pulled back, rested, and probably reassessed the situation. Well, just when we thought that was it, that they'd given up, our headquarters reported that a drone had detected enemy movement at 6 o'clock. They were trying to enter our building from the rear. They started running across one by one.
God, thank God for drones, right? When they're on your side, they're the best tool ever. When they're against you, you hate them.
I saw them through the window. I was standing in the hallway and there was a large window in the middle of the room, through which I could see the enemies passing by our windows. They wanted to get to us from the entrance, through the door. To the right of the entrance. Throw a grenade there. There's a scum. Take that.
This is what I remember.
Good, guys. Now I'll get you, you bastard. Where are you? I'll show you how to storm. Surrender, asshole. Surrender, bastard. Surrender, you shit. We had a window that looked right out onto them. And plus, our building was standing there. Here was our entrance to the stairwell, and behind it was another building where our friendly unit, the Predators, were. And it turned out that when the enemy assault group was advancing, it came under crossfire. We were shooting and throwing grenades from the window, and our other guys were there, and the enemy was just in their line of sight, and we just took them out with crossfire.
Accept the information. 3 are lying down. The 4th is hiding behind a wall on the right rear of your entrance.
Copy that. There's another enemy at the entrance. Coyote? Yes. Work on those roosters. This is our house, you bastard.
I love this guy.
Get the hell out of here.
Look, they're all lying down. But whether they're 200s or 300s, I don't know. Let's just assume they are 300s. We will now finalize them with the means.
Roger, we're going to refine them now. -3. 1 remained there, hiding near our entrance. We began to throw grenades. I simply looked out the window as much as possible, knowing that the entrance to our building was directly behind it. And I knew that the enemy was standing in that corner. The grenade flew right there. There was no way he could hide from it. Shrapnel flew in all directions. The headquarters reported that they were all lying there. Well, one of them was still hiding. There were 5 of them. The Terminator tried to lure him out with his Western Ukrainian accent. In short, he tried to call him over, but he didn't go. Come on, hurry up and come out. Come out before the Ukrainians take me prisoner. We're all finished here. They'll take us. They'll take us. Come here, damn it. Hurry up. Well, later we chose the movement, went out into the street, took the weapons from these scumbags, their documents and other trophies, and we took their radios. On about the 21st or 22nd day, reinforcements arrived from neighboring units. We stayed with them because we had to brief them on the situation. And then, so that the vehicle could reach us more quickly and without putting the crew in danger, we moved a few buildings away to a neighboring position where the situation was calmer and it was easier and quicker to get in. But within a few days, the situation had already escalated. Nevertheless, regardless of this, during breaks between battles, we found opportunities to drink water, eat, warm up, and sleep there. The most important thing was to sleep. For a while, we even had the luxury of being able to camouflage the pipe from the stove and heat the room for several days to warm up. And there we mixed flour with water on that stove and baked some kind of bread. We also found a jar of jam. So, it's the 25th day in Torest.
Wow.
We're going to bake bread. Yes, bread. So, what do you think? Well, it was delicious. At that time, everything was delicious.
Yeah.
We were supplied every day. Every day, drones dropped water and food for us. We had everything we needed. Not much, of course, but it was enough. We didn't sleep much. We slept 3 or 4 hours a day, depending on how it turned out. Water is dropped from a drone, for example, but it can break or the enemy may prevent you from leaving the building to retrieve it. You have to ration food there. It's not that there's terrible hunger, but you have to distribute it. It's cold, you don't sleep, and your body expends a lot of energy. You constantly want to eat and sleep. You are constantly under stress. There is constant battle, artillery fire, shells are falling, and so you work at the limit of your capabilities. We climbed into the neighboring stairwell, and then it began. We climbed over there, enemy artillery destroyed one stairwell, then the next, and so on. There were 6 stairwells in the building. Some of them had already been destroyed, and the entrances to the basement were blocked. Until the movement of our evacuation, this building was simply being systematically destroyed. Every day, they started in the morning and until evening. At night, the building was constantly on fire. Well, regarding the evacuation, we had been in that position for so long that no one believed that transport would come for us. By that time, we'd even planned a possible walking route for our return. According to radio intercepts and information obtained from prisoners, the enemy had previously given orders to control all logistics routes and not to allow any of our vehicles to reach these buildings. We drove in. There was shelling, heavy fire from RPGs. An enemy FPV drone hit us, but didn't penetrate the armor. We were fired at with grad, and we approached and left, so the shelling was very intense. The entire M was damaged. Well, we could hear our vehicle approaching, the engine roaring, artillery firing, and drones attempting to strike. We were already standing near the exit, and I asked the Terminator, "Do you know how to open the door if the ramp doesn't open?" "No." So I took out the video that had been sent to me as a video instruction. I showed it to him. "Look, there's a handle. You move it up and down and the door opens. Got it?" "Yes." The vehicle pulls up. Damn it, the ramp won't open. I tell Terminator, "Run!" And he, just having looked at the instructions, runs out and opens that door. Well, it's very simple, but in such conditions, when a swarm of drones is hitting you, you're under fire, and you still have to manage to open the door. He opens it and just jumps in. When we were loading up in the M, drones were dropping bombs on us. Black was wounded in the arm. I also had minor shrapnel wound. That's how we loaded up. As we were leaving, artillery was firing at us and anti-personnel mines were exploding. I was orienting to where the M113 was turning. I knew all the turns, how the vehicle would drive. I felt that he had made a turn here, which meant we were here. Now, we were there. And when we passed a certain area, I realized that we had already left the most dangerous zone of impact. I realized that we had a chance to get out of there. It wasn't just that the enemy sent groups on specific dates and we stopped them and prevented them from capturing the building. They sent infantry on attacks every day. It's just that most of the infantry they sent didn't reach us due to the actions of our artillery and drone operators who detected them in time. Well, those who managed to get through were our job.
Best feeling ever right there.
I want to say that these guys are lions. It was a very difficult combat mission. The weather was freezing, with temperatures reaching -15 to -18 degrees. They had to stay in their positions for a long time, facing constant attacks from the enemy and continuous shelling. But the guys are just great. They performed their task very well, took prisoners, and fought with dignity. And most importantly, everyone returned home alive. The wounded were evacuated, and the rest of the group returned without losses. That's why I'm proud to serve alongside such guys.
Look at these guys, man. Badass, dude. Badass. That was cool, man. I didn't talk much through that because I knew it was a longer video. I wanted to get through it. But at the same point, I just wanted to see what was happening. And stories like this are pretty incredible. When 20 days, 20-something, almost 30 days on a position. I've never been on a position that long, but I can only imagine that it is hell. The longest I've stayed out is just over 10 days. And that was shit, dude. It was awful. So triple that. These guys are absolutely lions, man. And not to mention they're repelling infantry assaults constantly. Cool, man. Loot Brigade, bro. These guys are the real deal. So with that said, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Discord link down below. Azov application down below. And I think that's it. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next video.